Hello, and welcome to Inventor's Quick Tips. In this episode, which I know has an unwieldy title, we are addressing a question I get often, which is something along the lines of, my invention is an improvement on an existing thing. How much do I need to explain, particularly about the existing thing? So let's get into it. First of all, the truth is there are very few inventions that have no precedent. Even things that are groundbreaking, like the Segway, the smartphone, and perhaps these things, are built upon previous inventions and products. They didn't come out of thin air. So most anything that is invented and patented today has some predecessor or supporting technology that existed before it. So basically everything is an improvement on something that came before it. Let's talk about a strategy for introducing the thing that is getting improved upon. So let's say that our existing product that we are going to improve is a clothes iron. And our invention improves the existing clothes iron in some way. Then one approach to handling this could be high-level general information about irons and their purpose are included in a background section, but we do not delve into the invention itself or the rationale or reason for the invention in the background section. We generally want to be careful on what is written in the background section because the background can imply that the thing in the background already exists and is not part of the invention. I have a video that gets into more detail on writing a background, and I will include a link to that video in the description. Even a relatively simple device like a clothes iron has various technology areas, and therefore features or functions that can be improved upon with a new invention. Such features could include the non-stick coating, temperature control, delivery of the steam, power consumption, weight, and there's probably others as well. For our example, let's say that we made an improvement to the non-stick coating on the iron surface. With our invention, maybe it's more durable or more non-stick. Whatever the benefit, our approach would be to dig into the topic of the iron surface in the detailed description. We usually don't need to get super detailed in the other areas of the iron that are not relevant to the invention. So in the detailed description section, we can go into some details about the existing prior art iron surface and include the shortcomings or disadvantages that we are trying to solve with our invention. And note that in the slides that follow, this is not a real invention. We are just trying to show the style that we might use to introduce our invention. Here in the detailed description, one paragraph or more if needed, explain the shortcomings and therefore building the case for the motivation for our invention. So it says, handheld garment irons can include a non-stick coating on the heated surface of the iron. Often these coatings can include PTFE. One major shortcoming of this coating is that it attracts mineral deposits from the steam that is output via steam ports in the surface. Another problem is that over time the coating can separate from the iron surface, resulting in flakes of coating adhering to garments, possibly damaging them. Furthermore, and it goes on, we could list more problems, whatever it is that we're trying to solve, any other drawbacks that our invention fixes. So here we've stated the case for why our invention is desirable, what improvements it can bring, and this can be helpful for building an argument as to why the invention should be entitled to a patent. Now, in another paragraph of the detailed description, we can introduce the current invention. Disclosed embodiments address the aforementioned issues by substituting a coating of vibranium in place of the PTFE. In embodiments, the vibranium is infused with chromium to increase its melting point and increase the adherence to the iron base. The result is a non-stick coating that is more durable than PTFE while still providing a high-quality non-stick surface. The manufacturing process can include, and we go on to say more details about the benefits as well as how the invention works. So here we introduce our invention, what it is and why it is better than what currently exists. Again, that's referred to as the prior art in the patent terminology. We won't usually need to get very detailed in the other areas of the iron that aren't relevant to the invention. So these areas in blue, the steam delivery, temperature control, power consumption, and so forth, unless they happen to have some bearing on the nonstick coating, we don't really need to talk about those features too much. So in summary, when improving an existing item, which as we said is almost always the case, in the background, a generic description of the item being improved, being careful not to reveal the invention in the background section. And then in the detailed description, describe the shortcomings being addressed and how your invention addresses these issues. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, please share, like, and subscribe. And thanks again for watching.